Hello, welcome back. It's been a while since I last recorded. I moved into a new house. Some of the background. But today I'm doing whether players overrated, or not. Player is by their pay. I'm recording a lot of videos right now because I don't have anything to do. It's pouring the rain out, and yeah. So I guess I'll just start. First off, we're gonna go Mike Trout. $426 million, 12 years. I mean, this is a tough one. Obviously, it's the best player in baseball, but he doesn't play a lot. Maybe not the best player in baseball as much as he was then, but he is now. That's definitely up for speculation, in my opinion. Perfectly paid. He's good. He's not overpaid. Mookie Betts is number 2, second highest paid player in the MLB. He's $365 million, 12 years. I think that's perfect. Probably the second best player in baseball besides Mike Trout. I think it's Mike Trout and Mookie are number 2 in my opinion. But yeah, I think he's perfectly paid. Next is Francisco Lindor. Francisco Lindor is $341 million over 10 years. He's way overpaid, not even a question. I think that was just one of those things. You know what I mean? They traded for him. Obviously, the Mets did. They gave him an extension. I really don't know why. I mean, I think he only had a couple years left on his contract, but if I remember correctly. But still, that was not a very good one. Who's next? That was an ant. That's on me. Yeah. Killed an ant on my Chromebook, as you casually do. But next is Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper is $330 million in over 14 years. Bryce Harper is probably top 3-4 player in baseball. Bryce Harper, in my opinion, is perfectly paid. Or not overpaid. Sorry, I had a different idea for this video and I forgot to change it. That's on me. Giancarlo Stanton, $325 million over 13 years. He is way overpaid because he plays what? Hold up, let me look here. Giancarlo Stanton plays maybe, I don't know, not very many games. That's the thing. That's the reason why I call a lot of these players overpaid. It's not because they're not good, obviously, but I don't know how you spell that. Giancarlo Stanton. Let me look. Yeah, he's overpaid, obviously. I mean, he hardly ever plays. Last year he played a lot of games, obviously. Okay, and but yeah, maybe he's not way overpaid as what I thought he was, because I didn't look at his stats. I probably should have, but he crushes the ball, obviously. But yeah, I think he'll be pretty solid. I think it's a pretty solid contract. It's a little bit overpaid, but not as much as what I first thought. It's on me. I didn't do a lot. I made put all this stuff together for this video for like 15 minutes. Didn't take me very long. So that's on me. Corey Seager, new contract. If I remember correctly, it was this off season. Before the lockout. I'm pretty sure it was before the lockout. Yeah, it's before the lockout. Corey Seager, $325 million over 10 years. Perfectly paid. And see, Corey Seager is not one of those things you think about. And they got top tier shortstops, top tier infielders. He's just not. He was overshadowed by Mookie whenever Mookie came, and Corey Bellinger until Corey Bellinger just couldn't hit a baseball. He's not on this list. It's kind of surprising. I figured he would have got an extension or something, but he probably has. It just wasn't worth a lot. Yeah, I think he's perfectly paid. His stats are insane. He's gonna do wonders in Texas. There's nothing more I can say about him, you know what I mean? He's just going to the next one here. Garrett Cole, $324 million over 9 years. Garrett Cole is probably I don't know. Let's see here. I don't know. One of the best pitchers. Well, he's definitely one of the best pitchers in baseball. He's, Garrett Cole. When you think of top tier pitchers, one of the names you think of is Garrett Cole. I think he's perfectly paid. Honestly, I do. Really good pitcher. Just not much more I can say about him. You know what I mean? Manny Machado. Okay, this is a tough one. Manny Machado is $300 million over 10 years. Manny Machado, you see, I don't like Manny Machado. Like most MLB fans don't like Manny Machado. But I think he's slightly overpaid. Maybe if he didn't. He hits the ball well. His defense is pretty good, but he's not $30 million. You know what I mean? Nolan Arenado is $260 million over 8 years. Nolan Arenado, top two best defense third baseman. Sorry, not shortstop, third baseman. And his hitting is, it's above average, but it's not too far above average. But let me look. I think I seen it was pretty high, but not high enough to have earned, $30 million a year. I think it was. Sorry, I have the notes on my Chromebook. I think I just said that, but like I said, I have my notes on my Chromebook, and so I have to click back if I want to look at stats. 306. Hold up, should I say no or not? Okay, 200. Whenever I said I was moving, I didn't expect it to be that quick in that last video, but here we are. Okay, Nolan Arenado, his highest OPS plus is 133. He's got 305 this year, but he only had five plate appearances. As I'm recording this, I should probably stop saying that, but stop saying what a player's stats is as I'm reading this, because I'm not recording a lot of videos this outfit, because I have time, like I said, and yeah, I think he's overpaid. Honestly, I do. I think he's overpaid. Miguel Cabrera is $248 million over 8 years. Miguel Cabrera is overpaid. Miguel Cabrera is one of the greatest players of this generation, but Miguel Cabrera is also 30. How old is Miguel Cabrera? He signed a contract in 2014, I think it was 2015. Miguel Cabrera is 38 years old. He's not even the starting first baseman anymore, I don't think. Especially, he might be a platoon guy. Spencer Torkelson's probably going to start this year, I would imagine. Has he even played this year? I don't believe he has. It hasn't been much. Miguel Cabrera has played. Okay, so he did get Spencer Torkelson played in Spencer. No, it's not it. Spencer Torkelson. Okay. Yeah. So where did Mickey play? Okay, so he's number 3. So he's the first baseman. Tork Wilson is. Is Miggy's DH? Oh, I'm such an idiot. Okay, but you don't pay 30. What did I say? 248 million over 8 years to a DH. That's 38 years old. I don't even know how much that is yearly. 3.1 million dollars, I think it would be, or no, 300 or not. I don't know, $31 million or something like that. I don't want to do that math. It's Saturday. Who's next? Steven Strasburg. Steven Strasburg is $245 million over 7 years. Steven Strasburg overshadowed by Max Scherzer until Max Scherzer went to LA. Now he's in New York. Another surprising one I figured would be on this list after he just signed that new contract, but he was not. But I think he's slightly overpaid. He's obviously going to be the best pitcher in. Actually, he might not be. Josiah Gray is in St. Louis. The Reds still had him, but what can you do? But I think he'll be pretty good. I mean, I think he's slightly overpaid. Josiah Gray will be really good. Obviously, that's what I was talking about him. So he'll be pretty good. Josiah Gray will probably be the number 1 pitcher. Not very far from now. Maybe not this year, but premiered for not very long. It won't be very long till he is, I guess. So overpaid. Anthony Rendon is $245 million over 7 years, same contract as Steven Strasburg. He is way overpaid. Never played a full season, and 5 out of 9 seasons he's played over 100 games. And 4 out, almost 50% of the seasons he's played has played over 100 games. I mean, I don't know what. I mean, his best year, I believe, was the year not the Mets, Nationals won the World Series. If I remember correctly, I believe that was his best season, and that's why I have him overpaid. He's only had 1 or 2 really good seasons. The rest of the seasons have been pretty bad. Robinson Cano is $240 million over 10 years. I don't even know who. Who's Robinson Cano play for? I don't know. Did he retire? No, he don't think he retired. He might have. I don't know. Let's be suspended. He got suspended not very long ago, but that might have been a while ago. I don't know. Robinson Cano. Yeah, actually, he's playing for the Mets. Didn't know that. What year did he get suspended, like, the whole season? Was it last year? No, it wasn't last year. Let's see. When did Robinson get suspended? Robinson Cano, right? Can't spell for the crap. He was suspended for 80 games in 2018 and all 162 last year. Okay. Apparently I just can't read. I think it's 2020. Oh, yeah, 2021, yeah. He was suspended the whole season, then he was suspended 80 games in 2018 with Seattle. Yeah, Robinson Cano's overpaid. So he only played 9. He only will be able to play 9 of the years that he signed so it's like 9 years technically. I should know, it's 10 years. He signed for 10 years. He just, so it'd be a good idea to take steroids, but here we are. The next, this one hurts me. I'm a Reds fan, and I shouldn't have said that. That's terrible, being a Reds fan. That's about a waste of time. Joey Votto is $225 million for 10 years. He's overpaid. Joey Votto is high 30s if I remember correctly. 36, I think, 37. Probably wrong with that, but he's up there for sure. He's 38, same age as Miguel Cabrera. Why is there there's a picture of Kyle Farmer. Whenever you look up Joey Votto, it's Votto, Kyle Farmer. You can look it up. You have your own. If you're watching this on something, you can look it up if you don't believe me. It's one of his pictures that comes up is like, Kyle Farmer's like photo they take beginning of the season. I don't know what team photo. You don't call that team. I don't know what you call that. Weird. We'll go with that. But that's not weird. That's it. That's all 15.